Welcome in, guys. Welcome to episode 151. Closing out the year. We already did, if you guys have been following along, we already did the closeout of 2024. So this will be a little bit more of kind of a standard program with talking about everything that's going on with extraction shooters. Has been the flavor of the last few months. So we'll be talking about everything going on with that. It's going to be a good show. Glad to have you guys here. I'm happy to be live. Happy to be back from the holiday travels. I survived it with 2 little children on the road. We made it. It wasn't easy all the time, but we made it back. And I am thankful to be joined by my other co-host, BlueTheRobot and Buffnerd Gaming. What's up, guys?
How's it going?
How are we? We survived the holidays. We did it.
Hell yeah, dude! I got some more holiday drinks in the fridge that I gotta drink before the new year.
Yeah, you do.
There you go.
Yeah. You mean drink before the end of the show? What?
After the show, I'm making some cheeseburgers in the house, man. I'm so hungry, dude.
Sounds awesome. I went to Costco this morning thinking, all right, it's a Monday. I'm off work. I'm gonna be good to go. Like there won't be a crazy. Wrong.
Dude,
people everywhere, dude.
Yeah, Costco's probably nuts before the new year for sure.
Oh,
yeah, it's bad. Stay away if you can. Stay away if you can. Mine's pretty, like, as far as Costco's go, fairly remote. So like during the summer or like a random time, if you go into like a Tuesday over lunch or something, it's like hardly anybody in there. And I've sent Snapchats to my friends that live near Costco's and like, is this a zombie apocalypse? Why is there no one in your Costco? Like that happens sometimes, but around the holidays, man, it is just it's madness.
That happened to me like before. We had to go get some stuff before Christmas, like I think literally the 23rd, and it was just a pretty. I go to Sam's Club, because I'm a Sam's Club guy. Yeah,
I preferred Sam's Club, honestly.
I prefer Sam's Club.
What are we talking about?
Yeah, so Sam's Club, dude. You could get. I would go up to them and I would get a case of chicken tenderloins for like $60, and it would be enough chicken for me and my roommate, who were both bodybuilding, like competitive at the time, for a month. $60. Like you can't get that at Costco.
I mean, yeah, you could.
Maybe.
I would go up and ask for the case.
No
and
amount
they
of
would
chicken bakes. No amount of chicken bakes or double chocolate cookies will make me switch over to being a Costco guy.
I don't know, man. The steaks,
dude. I would still be at Sam's Club, but they closed it by me. So like Costco is the only option, or BJ's, and BJ's. Yeah, Costco is better than BJ's in my opinion, at least where I am. So,
but the steaks
didn't have a choice. Costco steaks are good. I mean, they have good chicken too, but as far as
there's some pretty good meat options at Sam's as well too.
There is, yeah. That's what I prefer, dude. The bulk buying of the meat was clutch.
Dude, that giant logs of ground beef and freaking.
It was perfect. So
I bought an entire ribeye loin today for a Christmas present to myself, because I did not, guys. I went through all of the holidays and I did not go off my diet one time. Like I'm still cranking.
I love it. You're still going, huh?
Yep. Still cranking, still no carb. And it's been awesome.
Can you please do me a favor and track for one day? I just want to know what your, like, MyFitnessPal. I just want to know what your macros are looking like on this. I'm curious because I kind of want to try it myself.
All right. I can try that. Yeah. It'd be interesting because it's like, it's
scientific research.
It's eggs, pork belly, and steak. That's about a day. Like that's about almost every day. Nice. But I'm fine with it.
What about dairy wise? No dairy stuff?
A little bit of cheese. And I originally thought cheese was bad because people will say, like, if you're doing this to lose weight, like the cheese will slow it down. Will slow down your weight loss a little bit. So I kind of stuck away from it. But when I was on the road, a lot of times, like, you stop at a convenience store, there's like no place to eat. Like, what do you do if you want to continue this way of eating? Like, cheese is about, like, you buy some string cheese. That's about all there is. Yeah,
string cheese, cheese snacks. So I always got like those Sargento stuff too as well.
I actually ate a ton of cheese, and like it kind of made me feel pretty good. And I actually still lost a couple pounds over the holidays. So I'm almost to like 45 pounds down. Like it's just going. And then
for me, it's like a good source of protein snack as well too.
Yeah, it's got good fats in it. I went to the I went hunting yesterday, and I'm just like so like stuck. I'm so like locked in on this diet, man. I went goose hunting yesterday by myself. I hiked in with all the decoys with my 10 gauge, the big bore. The 10 gauge, went in with my dog and hunted geese on a pond. I had to walk to another pond like a mile away to get more geese. And then I walked with all that weight like a mile and a half back in my waders and clothes, gun, decoys, all that stuff. Like I hiked all that stuff like several miles, and it was fine. It was easy. Like last year at this time, I couldn't do that because of like the weight I've lost, how I'm feeling and stuff. It's incredible. Like it's just so much easier to move around, like to play with my son on the floor and to like before we went live, he got a new tractor for Christmas, and I was taking him around, pulling him around the yard, and like like I can. It's so good, dude. I'm so happy I did this, man. I'm feeling so much better.
That's
good. Awesome.
Glad. Yeah, I said I was doing semi carnivore for a bit, and then I went full carnivore to my doctor. They didn't really like that much. They thought too much red meat would.
Doctors are kind of dumb, to be honest. Like,
well,
if it's not, let me assign drugs.
The doctor was fatter than me, so you know,
that's what I'm saying.
It's kind of hard to take.
Doctor's like, yo, you want an antibiotic or a drug? I know everything about that. As far as diet, they're not dietitians. They know nothing about diet. They're idiots when it comes to that. So you need a drug, good. If you're looking for diet advice from a doctor, go somewhere else. They don't know shit. I've tested them. They're fucking morons, honestly.
It is crazy to see, like, I don't know how deep like the rabbit hole goes on like what they do for nutrition and like how much like they
take an hour course, 1 hour course for nutrition. That's it. That's all they do for their MDs.
Yeah, and they benefit from us being sick, right? And then like what's also crazy with nutrition though, you can find MD doctors that are just across the entire spectrum. You have ones that say all you need to eat is veggies, or all you need to eat is meat, and there's like every kind of doctor in between, and they completely contradict each other. So I think you just have to find out what works for you. And I've been doing this diet since July. I've lost 45 pounds. My energy levels are insane. My mood is great. All the inflammation's gone in my body. I haven't had heartburn since then. My knees are fine. I'm killing it in the gym. I'm still lifting the same amount of weight with losing all that weight. Like, whatever. So I don't know. I think it's kind of what works for you, but it's crazy.
There's a blood type diet if you've looked into that. Like I'm O blood type, so there's a book called The Blood Type Diet or something like that. And like for O blood type, like red meat is what you're supposed to basically be eating, like for your blood type.
All right, I'm good then.
I'm be positive.
I'm good then.
That's my motto in life. Just be positive.
I get that about you, Blue. Blue's here. Let's be positive. That's my blood type.
No drama, please. No drama.
I just want to be positive. All right, you want me to take Tarkov off the topics list at the end? You don't want any drama.
You know what? I think that's the one game I can still talk shit about at this point.
Okay.
We can keep that on there. But we can always talk about the copycat of Tarkov, right? You know, the one that stole its assets, right?
That literally stole everything.
You mean the better game? You mean, is that what you're?
Better game. It is a better game. No,
I'm
kidding, guys. I'm kidding. I actually like it. Just saying.
Do we want to? Do you guys have any Christmas thoughts or anything you guys wanted to talk about? What's up before we get into the gaming talk? Or are we?
Not really. I'm pretty good to go, man.
Nah, I think we did that beforehand. You know, on the last podcast. You know, I hope everyone just had a good Christmas. We got New Year's coming up, 2025 already, dude. Like. I will say this next year of gaming is going to be hopefully very interesting.
Yeah,
I hope so too. I hope so as well. All right, so the game, I know, like I don't even have to go and ask Buff what he's been playing, because him and I are still rocking out on the Arena Breakout Infinite. Actually, one more thing before we go, I gotta do the plugs real quick. The shameless plugs.
Do it.
Gotta do it. There are so many free ways to help the show. If you guys are fans of the show, we appreciate everything. And the easiest way to do that while keeping your wallet in your pocket is to hit the like on the stream, share the stream around, share the audio version, as well as commenting on everything helps a ton. Share with your friends, bring someone back with you next week to the live stream would be awesome. As well as if you're on the audio versions, which there are more and more of you these days. If you're on the audio versions, if you leave a 5-star review on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, it helps us a ton. Save your money, but be a friend and help us out. And we appreciate it. So Buff and I have been playing the shit out of Arena Breakout Infinite, and it's been a lot of fun lately. I don't know how you've been, Buff, but I've been Dude, last night was a blender, dude.
I know. I was watching your stream last night, just chilling while I was working, and I could see why you guys hate thermals.
Yeah, thermals are done.
Dude.
I can see why you can't wait till that nerf comes through, man.
Yeah, man. And that kind of prompted my idea for discussion today. And that is like, what does the future of this game look like with things like thermals and like no wipes? And I just can kind of feel the game like getting to a point where they need to do something. And
well, they are nerfing the thermals heavily with the next update, so that's good.
Yeah, that's a start. I'm a little bit frustrated with the timing of it because people have been complaining about thermals since the game came out, like since it was playable, and they're just so slow to make updates. And they say that they're constantly, you know, listening to feedback and stuff like that, but they're really kind of slow to act on it. And thermals are just frustrating, and it's kind of funny. I wonder. So I first thought about my reasoning for not playing Tarkov has been like the wipes and redoing everything. And like the front quest of Tarkov, like we're coming up on 7 years of having to go get the pocket watch. Like those quests have been the same for like 7 years.
Which is so annoying. I mean, the new wipe just happened and everyone's playing it, right? So it's like, okay, you've done the wipes how many times? You know how to get all the missions done quick, so you can I see people at like level 30 plus already a couple days in. I think Landmark probably hit like 20 something day one. Yeah, you just know you've done those missions how many times.
Isn't it like doesn't that get monotonous, just repetitive?
That's why I don't even want to do it
at that point.
That's why I don't want to do it, because it's like I've done those. Like I don't want to.
But does Arena Breakout run the risk of getting into the same issue?
That's what I want to talk about, like the future of it and how they work going forward, because I feel like now that is a double-edged sword. It's nice, like we've talked, like Buff and I have talked about in the past, to where you don't have to grind the game and poop socket to keep up, because everybody kind of just reaches a stasis.
Right.
But in my opinion, I'm starting to wonder and feel like it kind of feels like, and this might be my matchmaking or something, and there might be gear-based matchmaking. I don't know. It feels like in Delta, there could be in this, but it feels like if I run tier 4 and below, I'm going to get shredded because people have played long enough. Almost everybody has plenty of money. So everybody's running high tier ammo, everybody's running high tier stuff. And it feels like something needs to happen, because you have people that are constantly running the absolute best stuff.
Yeah.
And you also have people that I was looking around on Reddit. There's been a couple Reddit posts about how much money do you have. There's people with hundreds of millions of Cohen who
I see people with billions on Twitch, like 1.1 bill.
Yeah. So then at that point, it's like, what are you even playing for? Like, I guess just fighting, which is fun too. And I like that aspect of it too, because you just, at that point, you just run it. But yeah, I don't know what the future looks like for this game. Is it just going to eventually get to where everybody reaches the top and it's tier 6 against tier 6 and thermals all the time?
I mean, it depends. So they're gonna nerf the thermals, which is a good thing. Nerfing the thermals, and then so you won't be able to like use scopes or anything with the thermal on, which is a big plus. So that's a good thing. But yeah, I think eventually, because I'm sitting between like 14 and 20 million, give or take. And again, like I made so much money season 1, I don't really care about. I know I'm gonna make more in season 2, so I'm not really worried about finances at this point. But yeah, I mean, it's really you run into a lot of geared players, but typically I see people running like tier 4, tier 5s, depending. You see a lot of quick kits, so it hasn't been. I haven't seen a huge issue unless you're on maps like TV Station. I feel like everyone's typically high gear, but I've been playing a lot of Armory Lockdown, and I like that. I think that's a good way to go, just for like great loot runs and things like that. But they'll probably have to do a wipe at some point, I would assume.
I feel like with Armory, it's a really good blend, because you still get the outside stuff and then you have the inside the Armory close-up stuff, but it feels like not as many people run thermals. I feel like you can kind of go Armory and TV Station right now, and it's fun because you can get away from the thermals.
Yeah.
And I really feel like no one runs thermals on TV station because it's all up close stuff. And I really want to learn that map. So last night we were using basic tickets and basic gear tickets and running TV, like just to learn, like just because it's free and you're running crappy stuff and just to learn. And it was pretty fun. We actually extracted a few times, which makes no sense, but it was pretty fun.
That loadout, matchmaking.
Yeah, last night it might be. Maybe that's the play. Go to normal farm and run gear tickets, or just go one Deegan around naked. I don't know.
That usually works pretty well, honestly.
Normal
farm's sweaty. Usually.
It has its place. Yeah, dude. Yeah, it didn't matter what we were playing last night. It was always against Chads and level 6 everything. They were like legend ranked, and it's like, dude, this is my first season. I've never even been close to that. But I had some ideas for the game, and I wanted to present them to the audience and to you guys for what I thought they could do in the future for stuff like this, to not necessarily have a wipe, but kind of give people an option of what to do with all the Cohen and stuff. And I thought it would be really cool I'm excited to see how Delta Force's next season plays out with an optional wipe. And I think it would be really cool in this game to do an optional wipe on the next season. You don't have to if you're someone who doesn't play a bunch and you maybe only have 3 or 4 million Cohen and you don't want to go redo everything. But if you want to, you can wipe, and maybe if you have like 15 to 20 million Cohen or something and you wipe, you get something really cool that's like for prestiging or whatever.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
You can exchange it for something only you can grab.
Yeah, or some kind of, it would be cool even, this is probably like a pipe dream, but if they did like procedurally generated skins, like kind of like Delta Force does, where they're unique. So if you got like a super unique skin or something for taking part in the wipe, would be pretty cool, or just some kind of skin or something. And then what they really need to do instantly, and we have heard, luckily in season 2, monetization changes are coming to the game, which I think is huge, badly needed. When they have the events, like they had the Christmas event with the Red Rebel and the red gloves and vests and stuff, and it costs a shitload of money, like real life money, to be able to make sure you unlocked everything. It was like pay for a loot chance. That is similar to what Rainbow Six does, but Rainbow Six will also allow you to spend in-game currency. Now it takes a shitload, but you can spend in-game currency on those things. So it would be cool if like they maybe made it like 10 or 20 million to maybe unlock some of those limited time cosmetics. I think cosmetics are the way to go, and make them ridiculously expensive so they're rare and kind of prestigious. And that would give some people a place to spend their millions of Cohens and then go back through that grind of coming up through the game again. And I just really love the idea of an optional wipe, because it suits both types of players. I don't think there would be that many players who would just sit on 200 million or 1 billion Cohen and just keep playing the game over and over and over. You'd think they would want to wipe, get those cool rewards, and run it back up again if they have that much time,
Yeah, if there's incentive to do it, for sure.
That's what I would really like to see from them, but I would love them to be a little bit more proactive with some of these changes. Like the thermals and stuff are absolutely egregious and need fix. But outside of that, man, if we can get these seasons every couple months with a new map and some new quests and the option to wipe and some key changes here or there, some balancing changes, like this game is absolutely cooking, man. It feels so good to play. I have so much fun with it. But yeah, I was getting deleted on Twitch yesterday. Oh, I was gonna say, have either of you guys opted into the Twitch enhanced broadcasting beta?
No, I saw that the pop up though.
Dude, I applied for it right away because they said they were going to be some of the first people to get like higher res streaming and stuff. And I actually got to where I can do HEVC 1440p. So that's like YouTube 1440p. So my streams have been in 1440p.
Nice.
On Twitch. Wow.
And look awesome. So that's been really cool. I don't know if it's still open to try to get into that or whatever. It's a little bit annoying because I have to run their test build. I have to run the portable, and it's a portable build. So I had to like get all my folders and scenes and plugins to run on the portable build. It took me a little bit of time. But what it does is it actually encodes all the streams from your PC and sends them all. So you don't have to rely on Twitch to encode the different levels for you. So my PC sends 1440, 1080, 720, and 480 all from my machine.
Nice.
At once. But there's some NVIDIA magic in there at work. And the 1080 and the 1440p are the HEVC codec, like the better looking stuff. And I've been really happy with it. So if you guys, I don't know. I just wondered if anybody else was doing it.
No, I didn't even. I can only do 1080p. I think with my streaming device, anyways. So I'll have to upgrade for that.
I really want a dedicated stream PC and just like crank out high like 4K stuff would be sick one day. But nope. So as far as I'm interested to see what Arena Breakout does. I think did they say on Twitter when the next update was going to be? Because Enzo, the main dude, Enzo Zhang, he said that thermal nerf is coming in the next one. Let's see. He said this
the
on
next big update.
Yeah, he said Christmas Eve. In the next topics, we'll be addressing the ongoing player feedback regarding T7 thermal being OP to rebalance this when players equip both T7 and a scope. The view through the scope will now appear completely black when aiming down sights. So,
yeah, so I think that's a big. You have to take the thermal off.
Unless it's an actual thermal scope itself, correct?
Yeah, I guess. Or it says a scope. So does that mean you'll still be able to use thermal with like a hollow? I wonder, and just not magnified scope.
I'm not sure.
I just wish
there are scopes specifically that are just thermal only.
I don't think are they in the game?
Yeah, they have thermal. They have thermal scopes in the game specifically. Yep.
Gotcha. But they just need to delete the goggles because the scopes are all right, kind of.
Yeah,
because
scopes are fine.
You have to look through them. You're not gonna walk around.
I'm curious if it. I don't think so. I don't know how it looks. I haven't seen them, but is it like black out your entire screen or is it like picture in picture?
I'm not sure. Have you ever used a thermal scope buff in the game?
No, I have not. But I mean, when you see on the kill cam,
I mean, everything's thermal.
I'm not. Yeah, I think it's all thermal. I really haven't seen that many thermal scopes. Typically, people are using the goggles. Honestly,
an anti-thermal stem.
There will be, but yeah,
good. Just get them out of the game. Play the game. Just play the game. I will say some other funny things from Arena Breakout lately is some of the people that play this game have the patience of Mother Teresa, dude. Like, I will kill somebody. I played solo for a while. I really kind of like playing solo. I like being able to be like shifty, do what I want, shoot anything that moves. Like, everything's an enemy, and you can kind of play quick and move how you want to. And I would kill a couple players and think that there's another one, and I will wait it out. Like, I'll go to another part of the map, loot it out. 10 to 15 minutes later, come back. Guns are still there. Okay, maybe that was it. Their buddies didn't take their stuff, and they waited that whole time. Boom, I'm dead. And like, people will wait tens of minutes, and camp their teammates' bodies, and it's incredible that they would play like that. It's actually insane.
Yeah, I'm looking at some thermal gameplay now, and it's the scope itself. It's just a screen within the scope, and then everything else is all just normal.
Interesting.
Yeah, but no one ever uses that. Everyone always uses the goggles.
They won't, but I'm sure after that update, there will be some more people using that.
Maybe they might now. If you the thermal goggles are dumb, man. It's just a filter like on your whole screen.
Yeah, the goggles are what's overpowered. I don't mind the scope. The goggles are just completely.
Yeah, because the scope's only set to a certain magnification from what I can tell anyway. So it's like you can't really take that indoors, and you're kind of stuck. Probably.
And then the goggles, you're just running around seeing highlighters. Like, oh, there's a highlight.
When I saw the kill cam on like Crash's stream of what they were seeing, like, no wonder why they died so fast, because they just saw all three you guys clear as day, just as as a highlighted player. So damn near wall hacks.
Yeah, and I don't want to say I didn't believe it. I love you, Buff. But I was kind of skeptical when you were like, a lot of people that use thermals are cheaters. It's their way of hiding it. And I was like, okay,
true.
maybe. You're right. No, you're right.
It's true.
Yeah, you're right. Buff's right. Chat, Buff's right.
You watch those kill cams, the majority of them are super sketchy. And they're just like, oh no, if it's reviewed, I have the thermal. So it's gonna be easy to just be like chalk it up. And people, especially if you start watching kill cam and you see they have a thermal, you're not gonna typically people just don't even watch it after that. It's like, oh, he had a thermal. But you watch someone with a thermal look at you through a wall.
Some of them were kind of just they kind of locked on a little bit too fast.
Yeah, majority of thermals are I've seen that I've run into specifically are definitely cheating.
I've also felt like I ran into a few more cheaters. What I feel are real sus kills lately. And I haven't got any cheater compensation, which is a bummer.
Me neither. Which is like there's been some blatant cheaters too.
But I still feel like, I don't know. Just going off what I know, it still feels like they're doing about as good as if it's PvP, there's cheaters. Did my stream freeze?
No.
My OBS froze for a second.
Yes, the YouTube is frozen, question mark.
It might come back. Dude, my OBS like locked up for a minute. I think it's back.
Yeah, we're...
Yeah.
Interesting. All right, I guess we're back.
A little bit. Okay.
Little frozen.
Little technical difficulties, but we're back.
Shout out OBS. That's weird. Yeah, my OBS locked up, and I was just like, I went quiet because I was waiting for the whole PC.
That was your PC telling you hurry up and build a streaming PC.
Whoa. All right. I think we're okay. I'm scared. Guess we're back. All right.
Scared.
Yeah, it doesn't even show any drop frames or anything in the stats, which is wild. It doesn't show. Oops, wrong window. It doesn't show anything in the stats that would have caused that. Okay. Well, I guess we're back and we'll talk until we can't talk anymore. So yeah, I don't remember what I was talking about, but cheaters. Like, I feel if the numbers that they put out are legit from all around, then I feel like they're doing about the best because they ban by far the most cheaters of any like similar sized game. They're banning like 7,000 or 8,000 a week, and Delta Force was like 1,000 or 2,000. And Tarkov is like 4,000 or 5,000 in a month. Like they would put out those monthly ones.
Call of Duty's like 2 or 3, I think.
2 or 3 a year.
Yeah. Usually
2 or 3 cheat, and they'll post a tweet of the video of them getting banned on the Ricochet Twitter, and then that's good for the year. Like they've done their part.
And then they're like, home. Yo, we had 300,000 new players this month after we banned like 250K. Our game's so popular.
It's so good.
It's so funny. It's amazing.
All right. So I guess if we're keeping on the topic of thermals, we can talk about Delta Force Season 2 leaks. I just I made a video about it. Thermals are coming to this game too, Buff. Get excited.
Did they say that for sure?
They're in the Chinese version. I'll show some screenshots. No. Yeah, I know. It's like, man, you're playing Arena Breakout Infinite and you're just going through the blender getting deleted by thermals. Like, oh man, I'm so tired of thermals. I'm just gonna go play Delta Force. Nope. Not anymore, pal. You can't get away from the thermals. Just please, Gray Zone, do not ever add them. Let me pull some of these up here. Let me make sure I'm on the right scene. Excuse me. Pardon me. All right. So here is the screenshot of the thermals. There's a few things that I've done, and I will try to be cognizant of the fact that there are people listening. So I'll try to be descriptive with what I'm showing on the screen. And also with these images, I did run them through Google Translator. So these are in the Chinese test version right now, I think. And so I ran it through Google Translate so we can see what's up with some of the words. So you have one here that's an advanced white thermal imaging combat sight 1x, a 3-7 advanced thermal imaging sniper scope. Then you have an 8 times advanced thermal imaging sniper. And these are on here. Yeah. So they're around. The only one I see is like the 8x one is 100 grand is all, and the advanced white one is 70,000 for the advanced white.
I
Thermal.
will say
So,
that 1X kind of reminds me of like that new Hollow Sun thermal scope. That's like the one times it like highlights everyone like green. Highlights like
Oh, yeah.
it was
Let's hope
showed at
it.
like a
Let's hope
shot
it's not.
show.
Let's hope it's not that. Jesus.
Dude, I'm telling because like it's gonna eventually be a thing in the game because the second a game company goes, oh, we could put that in our game, you know, they see that as a concept.
Yeah, that would be terrible.
Or the one that like highlights people in like orange lines, you know.
Yeah, I
With,
saw
like,
that
thermal.
one too.
Oh man, yeah.
Not good. Not good.
yeah. So like it or not, that's probably coming in the next season. Yeah, this one at the bottom looks like my buddy's. He has an AGM thermal scope, and it's awesome. Yeah, I've played with it before. It's really cool. Man, I don't know. The only thing I will say about this is, like we talked about in the last segment, if you keep it on the scopes, I don't think it's terrible. But dude, these better not work through smoke, and they better not come to the warfare mode, because that is already like smoke spam central. And then you add people running thermals in the smoke is going to be freaking annoying
I
in the
mean, I remember
battlefield
that
mode,
back
dude.
in Battlefield. So yeah, I mean, they turned it off basically, like you couldn't see through the smoke. So it'd be like an actual smoke screen still. That's their way of combating that. But I hope they do that kind of in Delta Force as well.
Yeah, I think they need to in the warfare mode. But dude, that's oof. That would be wild. Here's the other one. So the leaked operator appears to be a shield main, but he also has a grappling hook.
Oh
So
no.
yeah, he has oh no.
McKay or whatever from 2042, basically.
Yeah, the McKay guy. So he's
Added
got a
riot shield.
he's got a grappling hook, but it might not be. Some of these things might not be how they first appear. So I just looked at my video. Someone commented that the grappling hook was actually to move bodies, move your like grab your friends and pull them to cover, or grab boxes.
Not to be able to like get up on rooftops and stuff.
Yeah, so it's like more of like just a functional grappling hook to grab boxes and bodies and move stuff like that, which I thought was actually kind of cool.
That could be interesting. Okay. All right.
And then there's a razor wire grenade. So you can put down razor wire just like Rainbow Six Siege, like an area denial. The passive is like rear protection. So if you have the shield up, you're also getting, I guess, some protection from getting shot in the back. And then I don't fully understand this shield and how it works. If it's stationary to deploy, or if he moves with it, or can't have a gun. There's a lot to be seen, to be figured out with the shield play. Because if you push it, if you look at it here, it calls it explosion proof. So is it only for grenades, and it still can eventually get shot through? Like, does it still have like a ballistic rating? Or there's a lot here. Woo might be able to fill it in.
Whoa.
Yeah. So his shield his shield can be destroyed if you shoot through this, and you can still kill him through this little wall right here, through this little peephole where his hand is.
Oh, like in between the sides.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So it's not super just like able to take a tank shell and survive kind of thing. So
yeah. So yeah, the multifunctional grapple gun, the razor wire, rear protection. So
razor wire grenade could be good in whenever they add like those squad based objective game modes, hopefully. So
yeah, I really like the thought of that, especially in the extraction mode. Like if you're like needing to heal, like your teammates down, you need to revive and heal or something. Like you can throw some razor wire around to stop flanks and kind of hold down an area to like get back on your feet and stuff. Like just the thought of that seems pretty cool.
I'm sure that could be destroyed as well too. A couple grenades or just shooting it as well.
Right.
So,
yeah. Hopefully,
it's it feels like hopefully there's like. I mean, it seems like they kind of looked at other shield operators and mains and of different games, and they go, let's not do that.
Yeah. smart.
So yeah, I think this is gonna. I'm gonna be like watching X with popcorn whenever they announce this to watch everybody freak out. This feels like Rainbow Six. Like whenever the operators get leaked in that game or get shown off at first, everybody throws their hands up. Game's broken. Game's dead. It's broken. It's OP. It's OP.
Yeah.
Nerf it. They just ruined the game before even playing it. And I have a tendency to do that even here because I see a shield and I'm like, nope. Get it out. Get me out. Get it out. I'm gone. Done. Nope. No shields. But if you can shoot him through the face, if he's really slow, if his grapple gun can't do positions, it only pulls things. It only pulls things close to him. All that stuff. It's like, okay, talk me off the ledge. Let's play it first and then come with it. But it's kind of funny how I think it's going to play out where people are going to see this like it's Dozer from 2042. He's going to run around like because he can like run at you with a shield and you can't kill him. Like until he gets close, and then like of course there's the Rainbow Six crap with shields and what they can do and knock you over and stuff now. But yeah, what do you guys think of the op?
I think it's fine. Like again, if it's balanced correctly. I'm more curious how it's going to play out in the operations, the extraction mode more than anything. So we'll have to see. Definitely going to be. I think if you're playing with a full, like a 3-man team and again, splitting these operators correctly, I think it'll be very useful, but hopefully it's not OP for sure. We'll have to wait and see.
It's crazy how much that the advanced thermal imaging sniper scope that you had, it kind of reminds you of like that new Burris sniper scope as well too. It's almost like the knobs almost in the same place as well. It seems like you can also have like the little like red dot on top as well with the little Picatinny rail. Almost looks like it seems. So you could switch between top and like magnified. So
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean but it's I mean with the way the game's weapon customization is, I wouldn't be surprised. But I don't know. Yeah. We'll see.
There's a ton of stuff in there.
Did they say anything about weapons for this update? Because I'm just looking at the riot shield. Like, okay, the riot shield, if it's balanced correctly, you get things like an Ash 12 or something. You know, like that, and some of the 6.8x51, like the spear and the MG 250 or the M250 should, especially the Ash. Like some of those rounds should pen this stuff quicker if they balance it correctly.
Yeah.
So hopefully it's not.
I'm also thinking about like recoil while like looking down.
Right.
Also,
it's got to be only CQ.
Too.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Yeah, I'll be excited to see have you break down the weapons. Are the weapons out, Woo? Can we find them?
Yeah.
3 new weapons incoming.
What are they? Woo?
Don't hold us.
Here, all right. Let me do a little Googling here, and or we all can. And yeah, I didn't see them.
I don't know. I'm looking forward to a more complete version of the game though. It's kind of I'm just like slowly seeing more and more things come out. I've barely had time to play it, so.
Have you been playing it much at all?
Not really, dude.
Me neither. I've been too obsessed with ABI.
Yeah, me too.
To be honest, there's a hold on. Do the guns.
Okay, I don't know if these will mean anything. I don't have a picture. This is just on Reddit. It says features dolphin diving. Ew.
It's bad.
And fortification system. That was cool from Battlefield 5. Sorry, Amy. Okay, but weapons. A QJB 201 LMG.
Hey, that's gonna be the Chinese QBZ
LMG. Yeah.
Okay.
That's dumb. I'm not excited for that.
And then a QCQ 171 SMG.
Okay, I don't know what that would be.
And then an S29 Marksman.
No idea. No photos of them?
I wonder if it's weird names. No, not here.
Okay. Yeah, we'll have to wait and see then. I think the Chinese LMG isn't bad. That's fine. We've seen that in like battlefields and stuff like that. So that's cool. I kind of wanted more than 3 weapons. So I hope there's weapons kind of like in this throughout the season. Maybe I would like to see like 5 to 6 weapons per season, because I think as many weapons as they had, I would like to still want to see. There's a lot they should be adding. I feel like
I'm thinking that what the heck was that? The QZQ171 might just be an SMG version of the QBZ.
Oh no, they're doing the platform thing and just calling them different guns.
just different. Yeah, because he said, even Wu said there's an SMG, an MG, and an LMG.
Marksman.
SMG,
rifle, marksman rifle, and LMG. Yeah.
Yeah. So, it could just be like, because from what I'm seeing, there is a QCQ05 and a QCW05. They're just the QBZ chambered in 5.8, actually. Interesting. So
yeah.
That most likely that's what that is. What was that other marksman rifle again?
S29. They
already have an SR25. So what the heck would it be? An S29?
Yeah, I don't know. The other thing, I haven't talked to you guys, I guess, since then. What did you guys think? There was a big hubbub about like one of the skins being hard to see in the game, and there were a ton of people just going like, it's pay to win. They said there wasn't going to be pay to win in this game. They said so many times that we're going to be pay to win, and this skin is hard to see. And it's just like there's going to be skins in the game, man. And
what skin was it?
I wasn't it. Yeah.
I got to try to find. It was I think it was one of the ones, sorry. It was one of the ones that was like all black with like the gold base thing. So like the skin, the skin was like really dark, and then the face was like just like gold but pretty dark. And then when they were wearing it, so I don't think you could see like what armor and stuff they had on. So like people were calling it like pay to win for buying that skin, and I'm just like, I feel like at this point that's a reach. Yeah, the Sub Rosa skin. I
so
just
they
like
have interesting. No, I'm looking at the marksman rifles, and from what it might be, because they have the SR25, but they don't have the M110 A1. And it could be also chambered. The new weapon, I would say, for the army could be chambered at 6.8. So that could be another 6.8 platform coming to the game.
For the SMG?
For the marksman rifle.
Oh yeah, it could be. I wonder.
It's not a sniper rifle, so it would have to be semi-automatic as well too.
What's it called in Game Crash? What did you say it was?
The skin or the
marksman rifle?
The marksman rifle name.
S29.
Okay, yeah, I have no idea what that
it could. I mean, it could be just be.
6.8.
Yeah. So we'll see.
Because there is a marksman version of the M7.
I'm gonna guess right now though it's an M110 A1. I'm gonna guess that if it's by HK, looking that.
I think they already have. Like that. I think they already have an SR25 in the game. Am I wrong? I thought there already was.
The SR25 is different technically.
No, they're the same. The SR25 is in the M110. The M110 is just a military designation, where the SR25 is the Knight's actual product.
Here, I'll pull up.
Yeah. So the SR25 is more. Wasn't that 308 where the M110? Look at the M110 A1.
They both should be 7.62 by 51 millimeter. The A1, I mean, you have like some differences with the buttstocks, the barrels, the fitted suppressors, all that stuff.
I mean, knowing Delta Force, they'll just put it in there and just call a different name. So
yeah
and they'll chamber it in something that's not supposed to be chambered in.
I thought the SR25 was in the game. I mean, it's in ABI, so that maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
M110. I love it so much, Jane Arena.
Yeah, I love seeing that. The 417 could be it. So
I delete people with the M110. I literally should just go sell my entire stash tonight, completely clean it out, and only run M110s. I've thought about it. Oh, Buff, I know you run the VSS a lot in that game, and I had some, so I was like, I'm gonna run this VSS. So I bought like almost the top tier ammo, like one step down. I spent like 400 grand on ammo, and I'm like, hell yeah, got this VSS. We're going to TV station. I'm gonna fuck somebody up, dude. Let's go. and we get in there, and I come around the corner, and Justin threw a Molotov off the wall in front of me and burned my legs and stomach off, so I couldn't move. And then I got deleted by a player, and I couldn't move, and I was stuck, and I didn't even get to shoot it.
Oh no!
Oh man, it's like from then on,
worse, dude. I actually haven't run the M110. I don't think at all yet. Maybe I ran it once. But
the M110 with M80 rounds, dude. Let me at them. I'll take on anybody, dude. I got the point firing down on that, and like with an L can, it's suppressed, a little angle grip on the front, little lightweight grip on the back. Hey, that's how we run it. It's good stuff.
Yeah, I wish I had that in real life. This makes me want it in real life.
The one I threw at the wall. Okay, all right. Let's be fair. Let's get everything. Let's air the dirty Molotov laundry.
Crash is lying here.
I'm not lying. No.
Telling his version of the
holding
event.
No. Holding out.
No. There were many instances of Molotov incidents last night. Like, if we were a real like a real operative agency, there would be a lot of paperwork after last night.
I think what I'm hearing here, like not seeing the footage, I'm just thinking maybe neither of you should run mollies probably ever.
The thing of it is, if we're keeping score here, my molly incident, my mishap only hurt myself. It didn't hurt any of my teammates. So
and his burned you.
His burned my legs off and my stomach.
Oh no!
And I couldn't move. Okay, but here's the story. We had so many bad mollies last night. Like, my buddy Hydro was playing. He was in one. He tried to jiggle peek a corner and throw a molly, and it caught the corner and blew up on him and burned him to death.
Oh my god.
And then I had one where there was a guy above me, and I tried to throw it up a cliff, and it hit the cliff and burned down on me.
Oh my god.
And then we had the one with Justin, and it's like, dude, there was so much like paperwork last night to fill out for like mishaps and near misses. And yeah, we had a lot of friendly Molotov fire last night. It was rough.
That's exactly why I had an incident on TV, like the beginning of the season, where I threw a molly and burned myself to death. So I typically just run frags. That way I don't need to worry about instantly igniting anybody or myself.
Yeah. At least if you throw a frag at yourself or a teammate, you can like run away, but it was hilarious.
You gotta suck. It's funny because that reminds me of Tarkov. Like when I was starting to play Tarkov in 2020, early 2020, like January, end of December 2019, early 2020 there. I was playing with a group of guys, and there was one dude that we were playing with from like Sweden who was like really, really good at the game. So we were playing with him, and he's like, all right, everyone behind me, and like throws a grenade through a window, and it bounces off and like hits me in the chest, and then I just blow up and die. And that happened like 3 or 4 times. It's good fun, but it definitely sucks when that happens.
I have one of my most viewed Twitch clips is on Shoreline. I threw a nade in a window, and it went right in the window perfectly at the top story of a house, but something was up with like the collisions of the house or something, because I don't think that was actually, I didn't know it's not an upstairs you could get to, so the house like wasn't built out, so I threw it in the window, it bounced and came back out the wall, like it popped right back out of the house and blew up in my face, and was a pretty good time. So yeah, all that to say, kids, be careful with your mollies, okay? Be careful with your Molotovs where you're throwing them, because they burn. Fire's hot. Fire's real hot. But yeah, that skin, looping back around, that skin on screen right there is the one that people are bitching about, like being paid to win.
I can see how that would be tough. I mean, you get any of these games, I mean, obviously dating back to like Modern Warfare 2019, early Warzone, the rose skin obviously is one. I think any of those darker skins that don't have different color palettes on them are difficult, especially when you're in dark areas, and I think all those maps have dark areas, so it's tough.
But I mean, I just think we're just to the point where like you just have to expect it. I don't think you can really, it's just not pay to win to me. I don't know, it's just a skin.
I don't think it is either. It's a free-to-play game. I mean, it's the same, we already talked about this, the same Call of Duty is, you look at a Call of Duty Warzone, right? It's free-to-play, it's pay to win if you buy bundles. The Battle Pass, it's the same thing. So it is what it is. I think that's, unfortunately, developers need to make money. So there's a way to make money, and that's through paying for product. especially if they're a free to play game.
I think so.
If you want a fast track to everything, people are going to do that. So they want the advantage. So it is what it is. But
yeah, I just feel like that's just like the wrong place to bitch, and I feel like people start to bitch just to bitch instead of actually having like a real, and it takes away from like when we actually have real issues that we need to talk about.
Right, and I think a lot of
It does,
people
yeah.
who were complaining didn't really sink time into the game either, which
Yeah.
I think is a problem. You know, you really gotta. I think once you really get in and play it, it's pretty obvious that it's not. I mean, again, you can like Justin in chat there. He's got like 60 million just from doing scav runs, selling things, using the traders how you should every day, and I've been
Burning his
doing that too.
teammates.
Burning his teammates alive, stealing their money, not giving their stuff back probably.
I didn't need it.
No, I mean, but honestly, also like, I mean, some of the maps. I mean, you look at like ABI for example, and it's the same with Delta Force. I just haven't played enough of it to like know those maps. But Delta Force has the same type of map layout or map options. Like ABI, I've been playing a lot of Armory. If you play Armory right, you're gonna come out with minimum 600K a round if you play it correctly. And Delta Force has the same maps. You got the space station and some other ones that you can get really high tier loot if you play it right.
Boom.
Done.
Boom. Got it.
And also, I think there might be. I heard in the game there might be like a Red River somewhere, maybe. No, wow. No reaction from anybody. Okay, cool.
A river of red.
Well, I'm just gonna go now. Thanks, everybody.
No, I thought it was. I was waiting for Blue. He's the incursion guy. I was waiting for Blue.
I know, but I was like, he tried. He tried.
I did try. It was bad, but I tried. Everyone's just like, wow, that was awful, Buff. Like, why don't you just?
Not really, man. I'm so happy that like we're just trying. Like this show is so bad.
Look,
but like,
what if they go to Vietnam and Arena
so
Breakout? That could be a thing. You never know.
You never know. I did talk. Joe Rogan and I were chatting the other day, and he's like, you guys are killing it with the podcast. He's like, I'm probably gonna have you guys on at some point to talk about thermals and video games as real life. And I was like, Joe, anytime, bro, anytime. So
anytime.
It'll be happening.
You let us know. Just let us know when.
Yeah. I agree. I thought it was great. I mean, if it was me and just basically the trauma that I've been through in video games, I would have been like, when my legs get burnt off, there was a river of red. Red River. And then
got him.
Boom.
It was just
and then Blue comes in and he's like, yo, new update coming.
Oh, speaking of Incursion Red River, guys.
Speaking of rivers that are red.
This is bad.
Breaks open the wall. There you go.
This is quality content. Just be glad it's free. We don't charge for this shit.
But if you do want to super chat $10,000, no one stops. Just
we're gonna lock this amount of paywall next. You guys have to pay monthly subscription for this.
Oh man, that would be. Imagine the click-through rate on that. No Marvel Rivals talk. Yeah, sorry.
I mean, there's no need because Captain America and Thor are GOAT, obviously. So I mean,
I think the Punisher's the play though.
I'm sure even in that game.
He doesn't have super strength, man. What are you gonna do against Thor or Captain America? Come on.
I don't know. I'm out of ideas.
Shoot guns, yeah.
Firearms.
Thor's just gonna electrocute you with thunder. I mean, come
on. What video would you like me to show first? Blue?
There was a lot, yeah. So we recently, I will just say, they posted the devlog 3 on their Steam page, so you can go check it out yourself as well too. Development update 3, I should say.
Can I interject really quickly? We're talking about Incursion Red River, like we said.
You guys didn't get it already. If you guys didn't understand what we're talking about, by the way.
Okay, yeah, I just wanted to. This is Incursion Red River. Okay, go. Tell me what video. Oh. No, I get you.
Yeah, I guess we can start with the first one because I know people were talking about like the new mission type coming in on the roadmap, and that was going to be a defense game mode. So this one includes a terminal that you actually have to like interact with and type stuff in. You'll get how to do it because the mission will say like username, password, but you can also just type in help and it'll give you like code. It's kind of like oh my god, why am I forgetting the name? That
Beautiful
other
light.
extraction, Beautiful Light, where it's like that has the
Oh,
same
okay.
kind of mechanic as well too.
Right.
So
Game that I
so
thought
this
of
one that you have to, yeah, you thought about it correctly. Only you, only
by
you.
myself. I came to
By
that
yourself.
game and genre by myself,
But
solely
basically,
on my
you
own.
have to like run like a virus scan, and then as it's going through, you have to like defend it, and then people will start coming at you and stuff like that. So pretty simple in terms of just like mission type. But I think this is like one step into like the overall like story and lore of the game as well too. Um, and then just to even like bring it together even more, there's going to be a new UI overhaul and tablet as well too, that kind of adds into just um the look and feel of Incursion Red River. The one I'm more excited for, and I think a lot of people are, because that's kind of what people kept complaining about, was like just the UI. It was very basic. It was just like, you can tell it was just like a template for now. But now you got the guys actually completely doing it on their own from scratch,
Nice.
pretty much. So and kind of breaking it down a little bit more. You have like your gear, so you have your helmet, your headgear, plate carrier, your rig, and your backpack. Um, and then it shows you how much you weigh and stuff like that. And then same thing with your inventory on your actual body, your person as well too. So all your
Okay.
magazines. So pretty simple.
Oh,
There are going to be, and people kind of mentioned this and saw it, or as well too, the hideout. There will be a way to eventually soon repair weapons and body armor in game, and that's going to need certain resources. So on the safe house stash on the top, there's like a yellow, green, orange, blue. Those are going to be your resources in game.
okay.
Yeah, just kind of, managing resources as well too. And eventually, once we get the hideout all, made from scratch, it'll be like you're customizing your own hideout and stuff like that, and just getting resources for it. And then just a very easier, just additional weapon storage and medical storage. Like it's basically the same, but it makes it more of a cohesive vision for the game, including with the tablet as well too. Like one of the biggest things about the tablet is that there was a lot of inspiration from like older games, like Far Cry 2 had like a really cool like small handheld tablet map system. So it's kind of like, when you're even like Stalker Anomaly, and the way their PDA mods, their mod makers made the tablet where if you're like moving around the map, your guy's fingers are moving it and stuff like that. So it's gonna be
Right.
like very,
That's
again,
awesome.
like there's gonna be like minimal UI. It's all in game immersive, mechanics to help you to tell you where you are, where your team is. You're gonna see like an ISR, footage. There's like a little, actually, this one's interesting. So we might, I don't know if I could talk about it, but I don't know if it's gonna be like, it's not 100% confirmed. But on the tablet image itself, there's like a little green 4 LED dots with like the red one as well too. So a lot of people were wondering like, hey, when we play the game, we don't know where anything is mission wise. So where are we going to be able to see that? That right there, as you pull out your tablet, kind of like a detector, where you walk up and you like, um as you're getting closer and closer to like the mission objective, like planting the bomb or planting the bug, it'll just start beeping faster and faster until
Mm,
you're actually at the
right.
area itself. So yeah, there's even like a couple things where we saw like guys using the thumb to like slide up and down. So that's already in render. It's getting worked on. So, but of course, people were have been kind of taking a nice little break. We'll be coming back with like, I would say, to the office. It's our remote, but on the second. So we'll be kind of getting
Nice.
back into that. And then also the QBZ is coming to the game as well too. And that one you can even see the animations as well too. So just another weapon to add to the game. I think there's already like 20 plus more
Yeah.
weapons in the game. So
A
there's
lot of
already
good
a good
guns.
amount. Yeah. And that's not even like, we haven't even added like a base AK yet. So it's like there's still more to come
Hmm.
with the game itself.
Yeah,
So
I'm really excited for more weapons and attachments, as game's really going to be coming into its own here in next, like this. I think 2025 is going to be big.
Yeah, 2025 will be because it's like almost like every 3 to 6 months. It's like major update 6 months, and then like even smaller good updates, quality of life updates 3 months. So um yeah, I'm excited for that, as well as the new scope overhaul. So now there's like actual eye relief within the scope. So when you're actually,
Nice.
moving around, stuff like that. So just a little bit more realism.
Mhm.
Nothing crazy on that, but the cool part about it is more just like when you're actually, we want to add more once the new maps come out, more reason to use long range scopes. There is, you kind of can use it in Quarry right now. It's like the most long range map so far, but eventually there will be like an urban setting map as well too.
Whoa.
Yeah, that we talked about it a couple times
Yes,
already. That's like the
I'm pumped
next
for
map.
that. Yeah,
Yeah,
that'd be
we're
awesome.
talking they're kind of already working on it, as well as even just continuously updating Quarry, Bunker, and then eventually still making a new map as well too. So we
Wow.
also, I believe we're hiring as well too. If I can find it.
You guys hiring any like really crappy
We're
podcast hosts?
not yet. Not yet.
Dang, man, I'd be oof,
We'll put you as like a radio announcer, probably. Maybe we'll
I'd be
see.
pretty
Uh,
qualified.
but there's a prop artist and sound designer as well too. Um, as well, we they introduced a supporter edition to the game as well too. Before we get into the
Oh, nice.
the thermals, because we've been talking about thermals too much already, I feel like. Um, but the supporter edition does come with the uh old prototype builds, to kind of just so you can see the change of the game from prototype to demo to early access where it's at
Oh,
now.
nice.
And then in the future, you'll get concept art, digital media, and the official soundtrack, which is already being worked on as well too. So yeah, there's just a lot, and it's not even like you don't need the game. That's, you don't need the supporter edition to. It's not gonna like lock anything behind a paywall. It's just if you want to support the game more. That's it.
Nice.
So yeah, there's no pay to win. There's no, you don't got to pay for PvP game mode or anything like that. Which there is no PvP ever coming to the game. It's strictly PvE. That's what they focused on. So but you can also buy the game right now, base game 20% off. You could buy the supporter edition for 10% off. And it's already a 16, what was it? Like the store, the on the store itself, it's already a $16 game. So you could just buy Incursion for $13 right now.
Yeah,
You
I
know?
retweeted that today for the 10% discount until January 2nd. So that'll be till what, Thursday then?
Through January 2nd. Yeah. So uh we have that. And then of course now we can get into it, the thermal scopes that are coming to the game. So
Hey, at least there's no,
it's,
is it not PvP? It's not a bad thing.
yeah, and it's all just scopes only. It's not no thermal night vision goggles or anything like that. And then there's black hot and white hot as well too.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I can see that. It looks awesome.
And
That'll be
it's
really
cool.
cool
It's
for
just
the
like
night
you
map.
can see the screen inside the scope where the thermal would be. So it's just like immersion, but then also just to immerse yourself into the game and through mechanics, through visuals, through sound design, through map layout. It's all just around the idea of an immersive gameplay experience. But yeah, man, 2025. I'm excited I'm even just as a player, man. I'm looking forward to just seeing what's next for the game.
I like it.
Yeah, I'm
How's
excited
my
for this is probably, I think, like PvE wise, this is one of my favorite games outside of like this and Sandstorm are right up there for sure.
Yeah, and it's like that's not all we're doing. It's like we're still continuously working on the AI, making them even more just
Huge improvements with
interactive.
the last update you guys did, the big one, like when the biggest update of a couple months back was huge with the AI. So that made a world of difference, I thought.
Yeah, them flanking, them taking cover was
Yep.
added like a while ago, and then they just got continuously added more and more, and then eventually the sounds will get better. I know people complain about the footsteps a lot on there, so that's already getting worked on. I think it's already maybe already fixed. It's just that we're not gonna the team doesn't want to just do like mini updates just to fix one thing. They're gonna do like one big update at a time. So or actual good updates. So yeah, and then also that's a game you can just wipe your account and then start from scratch as well too. So
yeah, which is cool. Once you do, I know Justin did that a couple times because he like did everything before the first big update you guys did last time. Like he wiped a couple times just to challenge himself.
Yeah, there's even some concept art for our main boss that I'm actually, you know what? This is just one image I can actually showcase just because people already know what the concept art looked like, but this is actually what it looks like this is a test render. So it's not 100% finished yet, but just so just a little exclusive for you guys. One of our first VLF bosses.
Can you describe it to the audio listeners?
So for the audio listeners, it's basically a beefy looking dude in its hand shirt. He's got the black plate carrier with the groin protector. He's got like red paint and like looks like teeth marks on his helmet with a flashlight. He's all black pants. His sleeves are kind of rolled up on one side. He's got like these like they're like teeth almost, or like spikes around his neck as well too. That's like a necklace. So give it more of that jungle vibe. So
that looks pretty cool. That's gonna be a boss.
That's gonna be one of the first bosses introduced to the game.
So
because the boss mission is already in there, and people have already seen the concept art, but just so people can see, like, yeah, it's being worked on. So
that looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Did we cover it all? For that?
Yeah, that's pretty much it for Incursion. And then I've been doing a lot of dev play streams as well too. Well. So I've been streaming on their official channel, just showing gameplay, just kind of just playing the game, you know. Also, I keep mentioning to the team, I'm sure it's going to be in the next update, but an auto sort feature for your stash.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool. not I really haven't looking at the game. I mean, it'll be useful, but I haven't like been like, oh man, I need an auto sort feature. But it'll be definitely a nice quality of life update for sure.
Yeah. Me, I'm just like, people kept every time I showcase my stash, like, bro, your stash looks like crap. I was like, listen, man, I haven't sat down and organized my entire stash yet. So
nice.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Well, I like it, man. As my 1.5-year-old son would say, I like it when he eats something good. I like it. So,
I like it.
Last and yeah, he's like, it's good, but I like it. Last and certainly least is Tarkov wipe. So I just want to preface this discussion with, if I say anything that offends the Tarkov purists, you guys should just probably DM Blue and Buff about it. Send them an email, strongly worded email. And,
I'll be fielding all of the hate mail for that.
Yeah, let them know how you feel about my thing. I just want to say, dude, because sometimes like Tarkov people get torqued off. Okay, I have to preface this conversation with the fact that I used to play it a lot. I haven't played it the last few wipes. It started off the whole extraction craze, so I feel like we should talk about it and cover it. It's interesting. But I don't know all the ins and outs with it because I haven't been in tune with the game. Okay. So I might misspeak. I might miss something, but we'll get through it because I think it's worth talking about for a little bit here. Some of the stuff that I saw that was interesting, I pulled up the patch notes right there. So Tarkov wiped patch 16. I did notice Nikita tweeted Q2 2025. That's all he tweeted, quarter 2 2025. So I wonder if that's when 1.0. I wonder if that's when 1.0 is coming.
Okay. I looked at that too, and I didn't know what that meant.
So they added a snow. They have a new in-game event going on right off the rip. The Corrovid mode. You get special rewards and achievements. It's an interesting thing. It's like a Christmas tree thing where you move through the map and do different stuff. That's not a huge deal, but there's a frostbite effect with the winter weather season. So I guess they're changing weather seasons as you go. There's new themes and stuff like that. So that's interesting. The main marquee features are customs got a rework, so I think that's pretty cool. 3 new buildings, a bunch of new assets, a bunch of new textures, and there's a transit to where you can go to Shoreline from there, and they added new exfils. Then here's something that I think Tarkov has needed for a really long time, and I would like to see this in Arena Breakout. They're adding a prestige. So where you can opt to wipe, the game is probably still going to have its continuous wipes for the time being until 1.0. But it's pretty cool that in the next iterations, they said some rewards earned for advancing to the next prestige level will be available in PvE and EFT Arena. So I hope they add prestiging to Arena Breakout to help, like, for players that have billions of dollars. You have to reach level 5. You have to do certain tasks, build and upgrade hideout zones to a level, and have certain items and money in your stash and reach a character skill level. So you have to max out your stuff to be able to prestige. And then they're going to be adding like a special icon next to your nickname, main menu backgrounds, armbands, dog tag styles, hideout styles, PMC gestures, mannequin poses, tons of stuff is going to be added to the prestige system. So I think that's pretty cool. And one of the final things that they're going to add before 1.0. New weapons. So they added an RSHG 72.5 millimeter rocket launcher, Seiko TRG M110 338 LM bolt action rifle, so 338 Lapua mag, an Ackley's Defense Velociraptor 300 Blackout assault rifle. That's pretty cool. A Saiga 12 auto. An FN Scar H X17 308 assault rifle, V40 mini grenade, Akula push dagger, rework some stuff on the PP19, Saiga 9, and the SIG MPX, and some new weapon attachments and equipment and stuff like that. The other thing they added that's really good is continuous healing. So that was always really annoying. And when I played some of the newer games, like Arena Breakout has, is like you run a med kit, it heals all the parts of your body at once. They're doing that continuous healing. That's so it heals it all your things, and you only have to use it once instead of a ton of times. So that's huge. And then hidden exfils. So there's new unique ways to find the raid. It sounds like on custom shoreline reserve, lighthouse, ground zero, factory, streets, and woods, there are that. They added a task line for being the BTR driver. That's pretty wild. Hideout customization, new achievements with new stuff. Yeah, pretty good stuff. But some recoil changes, AI changes, and grenade changes. But those are the main marquee changes that are coming to the game. And yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think of it? Because I've also heard a lot of negative things about bugs in this one. Pestily had a video that talked about all the bugs.
Tweet out. He's like, hey, can I just like not work on the game for like 2 days, please?
Don't break it in the first place, and you wouldn't have to. Ding dong. Oh. But yeah, I don't know. Some W changes. I don't know. I don't know what to say. I still really am just like the kind of person to say what I'm done, and I'm actually done. And when they did the unheard of thing, I'm not coming back. So
yeah, I'm kind of in that same boat, I think, with you, Crash, as far as like I love Tarkov, but I'm just having more fun with ABI right now. I wanted to get in and check the wipeout, but I've been there and done that. I don't know.
I just don't like how defensive the kid gets when he talks to like other people as well too, man. Like that's just like when you have a developer or someone high up starts getting like super defensive of their game when people are just putting out like complaints of your game.
Yeah, he's definitely had some like really cringy Twitter discussions, and like he gets like snappy with people and stuff, and it's like, dude, you're a multimillionaire because of the people that bought your game. Like you should probably treat them a little nicer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, but whatever. But I couldn't do it. I think I don't know, man. I just feel like where the game is going to be at when they call it 1.0 is going to be pretty awesome if you just take an objective look at where it's at. But I think I just got soured to the game on how they treat their community, how they have gotten money, how they've handled cheaters. And I might sneeze. Hold on. Somebody. Oh,
Will,
sorry.
Will he? Nope.
No.
No.
But all that extra sorry guys, all that extraneous stuff is what's turned me away from the game. But I think if the game came out how it's going to be in 1.0 and I didn't know all that stuff and I picked it up for the first time, I would be like, this is amazing.
This is the best game ever.
I think it would be the best game ever at 1.0, where you have the prestige system, you have a character that wipes and doesn't wipe. Presumably that's what they're doing in 1.0, so you can play either way if you want to, you can opt into wipes or not. With all the weather stuff they've added, all the quests, how in depth everything is, the hideout, all that stuff. But where it's been 7 years of the same quests over and over, and people get so hyped to poop sock wipes and get ahead of everybody, it's just and the culture around the game is just a bummer. It's just bummed me out with the game of itself, which is a bit of a shame because I think the 1.0 release is going to be standalone, a pretty awesome game. Pretty one of a kind game.
Yeah, I think maybe then I'll try and jump back into it. There's really no reason to do it right now for me at least.
Yeah, I'm still gonna follow along with it, just because of how big of an impact it's had on one of my favorite genres. But I don't know. I don't know if I can play it again because I did say I was done when they did that unheard of shit. That pissed me off, man.
I mean, I do want to play it again. The problem for me is it needs to be, if you want to, I feel like it has to be a full-time job, but you got to play every day and sink hours into it. Whereas ABI is just more accessible, I feel like. So I don't know.
Yeah, I'm really interested to see the size of the communities whenever ABI goes to Steam, ABI goes to console, Delta Force is on console, controller support, when all those games come fully to, harnessing their potential player bases. It's going to be interesting to see, how big they are. But man, Tarkov is just it's a sad thing for me, just because what could have been, because I really think if without all that other stuff that Battle State Games did, I would be all about it. It's right up my alley. For a lot of other things, but I just got so frustrated with how they acted, how they treated the fans, and kind of their, I don't know, I'll say it, dishonest business practices. Out. So, which is kind of a shame because 1.0 is going to be pretty sick. So, yep, Tarkov wiped. It's there, and it's cool, I guess.
There was actually it's not I mean, as just only because it was, I guess it's more of a quick shot technically.
Wait, what?
Quick shot.
Yeah.
There's another what's the word? Extraction shooter that came onto the market, but it's VR. I don't know if you guys have heard of it. The Contractors Showdown Exfil Zone.
Yeah, I saw that. They shut it down?
No. It's still up. I'm just saying it showed up a while ago, but it just got like a major update.
Oh, okay.
And now it seems to be just kind of popping off for some people, but there was, so it's crazy how it's interesting because there's another extraction game out there for VR called Ghost of Tabor that is now just going insane. And not in a good way. The player base has dropped. The I guess their main CEO is suing Contractors Showdown. I had to find some more information. I might have to talk about it next episode because it's still kind of developing story. But apparently there's a slogan in Contractors. I think it's something about skill. It's a very basic gamer just expression, and for some reason they seem to be suing Contractors because of that. So I had to find some more information. It was just a quick little topic I wanted to just mention because I see a lot of people just talking about it. I just haven't talked about it myself or even really looked into it some more. But there's some drama going on apparently between Ghost of Tabor and Contractors Showdown. So it's kind of interesting. So
are those? I'm so just ignorant when it comes to that
Well,
stuff.
so
To
because of
VR.
VR, this one is really interesting because at least this one, I know it's like wow, like it's such a mechanic that can happen in game in other games and on a on a 2D screen, but this Contractors games allows you to lean in VR, which is actually kind of cool. So you can actually like peek corners in VR and actually like look around and stuff like that and pie them off. It's just little things like that, that seem to be pretty cool. So that was it. A little quick shot. That was
Do
it.
people even stream that? I should watch some streams or video. I'm sure I
There
could find
is,
some
yeah. I
videos.
was actually watching. Funny enough, I was watching another streamer, Jakey Pants is his name. Shout out him. Actually, I think he's live right now. Yeah, he's doing some exfil right now, and
On Twitch?
it's on YouTube and Twitch, I think. So, yeah, if you want to see some good gameplay, I would definitely check him out. So, and he was the one that kind of told me about the whole drama and stuff like that. So I'll have to look more into it.
Interesting. Yeah, and Rooks was asking in chat about Hunt Showdown. I want to see what's going on with that. I know
Hunt
they've
Showdown,
had-
dude. We got I know even like Armor Reforger's talking about earlier. There's a new mod I want to try out. That's called Reaper Core that adds all kinds of cool stuff. So yeah.
So he's playing it. Yeah, he's playing it right now. Putting that's wild, man. Like actually just like picking up stuff and putting ammo and mags. And
It's crazy for a VR extraction game.
That's
like you actually have to
crazy.
like, yeah. Shout out Jakey. I'm sure he'll be okay with this.
Sorry, Jake.
No, he was actually kind of cool because he was he recognized me in chat. He's like, oh my god, BlueTheRobot, dude, that's sick, man. Well,
from the Scope
glad
podcast. No, I'm joking.
Yeah, that's crazy, But like actually like looting like and picking up like he can like open up a box and look inside the box to see if there's any loot and stuff like that instead of just like hold F to search.
Oh, that's wild, man. There's a dude running. Oh my god, they're in a fight right now. This is sick.
Yeah, dude. I tell you, it's some pretty cool stuff, man. It's some pretty cool stuff.
Oh my god. I know, dude. If I was playing that in my room, I would destroy. I'd freak out and run in real life and be like diving into tables and breaking glass and flying out windows in my real house, dude. That is wild, man.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy. Yeah, and he's got his own little hideout. You can like set it up as well too. You put all your weapons on the wall, your gear and shelves, and there's like little dummies you can put the the armor sets on and everything. So attachments on the guns, like. There's a lot, man. There's a lot to this game. Ghost of Tabor does it as well too, but their player base dropped down to like 500 players or something like that. Like it's insane. So this might be the new thing. So.
Oh, well, I think that's all I have. What about you guys?
That's all I got.
I'm good.
Cool, man. Well, if that is it, speak now or forever hold your peace. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, I'll just check on Twitter one last time, see if anything wild is going on. It sounds like it was a show, guys. Thank you everyone for being here. I really appreciate it. Super kind of you guys to show up with us and talk about video games, man. It's fun. I look forward to it every Monday. I hope you guys had an awesome 2024 and have even a better 2025. Have a happy new year. Be safe, be kind, and be blessed. And hopefully 2025 is a big year for all of us. Be cool. And yeah, we look forward to see what it has in store. Again, if you guys want to, there's several free ways to support the show. Like, subscribe, share, and 5-star review on the audio platforms. We appreciate it very much. Bring someone back with you next week. Yeah, Buff and Blue, thank you guys. Appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Good show. Thanks for hanging out, everyone.
Yep. Thank you guys.
Appreciate
We'll catch you
Happy New
later.
Year.
Yeah, we'll see you next year, I guess.
See you next year.
Peace.
Later, guys.